On this episode of The Original Affair,
Right, lady, look at you.
it's my first ever women's adventure weekend, and we're about to go crabbing, foraging, and eating deliciously all weekend long with this amazing group of women.
This is like the way to spend a day.
Where else but the Tillamook Coast in Oregon would I host my first ever gathering of getting women out in the field together, original fair style. You're going to see faces from past episodes, my mom, and meet so many special women. Plus, I have a very special guest host for my crabbing adventure, the founder of Outdoor Afro, Rue Mack.
I'm about to hook you up.
Are you gonna kiss me right now? Look, let me get ready.
Look. And these are all worn by Outdoor Afro leaders around the country. And anyone can be a leader in the outdoors. So, yeah.
We've got fearless leaders amongst ourselves, so whichever boat you go on, we're gonna be fabulous.
Well, my name's Captain Ed Chin. I run All About Adventure Excursions, Gresham-based. My crew here.
And we've got the fabulous Rue with us.
Hi, I'm Captain Rue.
All right. There's a lot of responsibility comes with that. Just before.
I know, I go down with the boat, right?
That's right. I'm just saying. So no, you're going with the ship.
Hope the ladies do well on this. Everybody still seems in good spirits and the rain's holding out on us, so.
Yeah, girl.
Missouri girl.
Woo!
In action.
Oh, really? Oh, nice to meet you. And the thing that I really appreciate about this trip, it feels like we've got the range of womanhood here.
We're out here on fabulous Tillamook Bay.
Woo! Tillamook Bay.
We've split up into 3 boats. If we don't catch these crabs, then we ain't got no epic final
So
feast.
this is how you do it, y'all. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So just go ahead and sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and clear my line. I just also appreciate that every living species that I know loves a chicken dinner.
Absolutely.
We got a whole chicken. Goodbye.
Okay. Crab pot number 2 is in.
All right.
I'm not feeling great with the chicken either.
Oh,
I'm
great.
giving the crab a
Great.
chance.
One of those people.
You did it. Fist bump. Yeah. Choose. Goodbye, chicken dinner. Quick. Faster.
Rapido. Make sure you're watching that line there. Yep. That's looking good, gals. How fun is this? This is my new besties and my old besties. All in a pot. We have a quick check-in with the group, and the competition quickly heats up.
We're going numbers, right?
Hey! Do you want to make something of it?
We've been working.
Oh, let me find out you guys aren't letting your captain play the game.
He ain't doing
Oh my God! We treat our man good. Our man wants to be with us. You guys put your man in the kitchen. That ain't cool.
You gotta respect the house.
We know our good.
You gotta respect the
Okay, now
house.
it's officially a competition. Okay.
Okay, you guys are going down.
How did they catch?
3 Dutch, right?
They had 3? Oh, Tiffany!
Stay in the boat. You got this.
Now go up.
Yeah!
There's a little puller here. That'll help.
Oh, we like that.
Okay, we have a red rock. That is a keeper.
Barb, Krista, and Nikki are battling it out on their boat, too.
Okay, measure that.
Robbed again.
That's right.
They don't look like keepers.
If he would have pitched me, that would have been great for TV.
We're hungry, Jay. We're depending on you. Color.
Color. We got some rock crab.
Oh, I should have flipped.
What?
Oh. So, and that's a legal crab right there.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
We're crabbing.
We're crabbing.
Shot time.
We've made our catch, but we're going to find out a little later in the episode which boat actually caught the most.
I think we're going to win the day.
We've got a lot more to do. The guests settled in for a spell to the spankin' new Headlands Lodge in Pacific City before we embark on more of my curated and somewhat secret adventure weekend.
Okay, gals, make yourselves cozy. Hi, Andrew. Hi. There's blankets, get cozy, and I have hot tea. Yeah. I've got some really special Barbados restaurant from Barbados, so if you have this time, you can have a place. So I just need to know.
That's so good. I dare you.
Oh my god.
I'm not a forager cooker. Like, I like my stuff pre-made. I like to get it in packages already cooked.
Do it. I don't think that's how you do it.
What do you mean?
I don't think you do this.
What are you talking about? Of course. I've just, do you know how many I've done? I've shucked 3 already. I'm not strong enough. I'm a little terrified to eat this. You got this. Okay. Nope. Hey, maybe I like oysters now.
Here we go.
We've got an Oregon Johann Petnat. This one just makes me excited about wine. How did everybody like the cheese so far? Any favorites?
I think the one you're doing right now.
Shabby Shoe. It's good acid. It's beautiful.
Oh wait, we're gonna eat again? What?
We're going to dinner. We're gonna go right in front of the hotel on the beach, and there's a big paella cookout waiting for us.
What? Yes. What?
Everybody's so cozy already.
Living a good life.
I'm gonna start with the beverages. We've got a beautiful Johann red wine Blaufränkisch.
Blaufränkisch. It's just
Blaufränkisch, thank you.
blue French in German. Not to mansplain this whole thing. But
If I didn't love you, I'd kill you right now.
I know, right?
After my story in Spain this season, I wanted my guests to experience a traditional Valencia paella, which means snails. And thanks to the Pacific Northwest's Foods in Season, it all came together. Just in time.
And you have the Garofon beans in it too?
Yes, Garofon beans.
Garofon beans.
And the planas beans, the broad beans.
Oh, you do the broad beans. Great.
Yes,
Perfect.
yeah, I had to work some angles.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
How? Okay.
All the Creole
So how do I grab this snail out without a fork?
Oh, that?
Jenny's all on the snail duty now. Look, Missouri showed up.
Can't believe I did that. I just ate a freaking snail.
Are you guys seriously doing shots out of the snail?
Yeah.
You're next.
Original fare tradition dictates,
Ready?
take
Okay,
shots out of something. Yes, how's the paella going? Is there a crusty bottom? Because if there's not, I'll throw them in the ocean. I'm gonna go try it right now. I've got two of the most talented women in food in one kitchen. But before we can dig into Kumi's unmatched spice-driven fare, we're going to get a little canning lesson from the marvelous Sarah Marshall. I really might cry because I mean, Sarah makes the hot sauce and I'm an addict.
So today we're gonna do pickled cherry tomatoes.
We are working with over a dozen different varietals of tomatoes on the table that are all cultivated by our seed hunter friend, Evan.
When you're canning, you want to preserve things at their best. We'll just get our ingredients going.
Okay, Sarah's ingredients also include the size of jars you use, the materials and the pots, and all the specific details she's mastered to be a great canner. I really suck at reading recipes, but I highly suggest getting her book.
2 inches of water. And that's because we're going to lose some water and we're going to use some of the water to heat our lids. So if you're following a canning recipe and you want to switch out the type of vinegar, that's when it's really important to have a pH reader. I don't recommend switching out the type of vinegar because it's, when we test these recipes, we use that certain kind.
Is that seasoned or unseasoned?
So this is just rice vinegar, unseasoned. So then the other things that we're going to put in there is we're going to put some oregano. So Farmer Evan gave us all the herbs. I use pink peppercorns a lot in pickling because they don't make the brine dark. And then these are just bay leaves. And then we're going to do our purple basil.
Sarah strains the boiled brine, and we get to work.
We got purple ones.
Remember where your jar is. I was a social worker for 10 years. My job was to transition kids back to their homes. So I tried to come up with things for families to do together that were healthy. So I teach them how to grow their own food, how to get food from the food bank, how to can it. And I just loved that part of my job more than the counseling piece of it. It's kind of like heartbreaking to do that work for a long time. You stay very in people's pain, and they move on to like a healthier, better place, and then you get new clients. So I transitioned out of that line of work about 8 years ago and started the sauce business. So I would add a little more brine. And we'll hear them seal. It'll take, remember, if anything that moves around, like a pickle, these will take a little time.
Love to grind my own spices, make people more familiar with Indian spicing techniques. So what we have today are a South Indian inspired salad, kale with a fermented lemon pickle that I make. So I just kind of salt cure ferment these pickles with a ton of different spices, so toasted fenugreek and cumin, nigella, fennel. So it's a fermented lemon pickle butter. It's a wonderful complement to
I want to take that and just be alone with it.
Yeah, the thing that is going to be like the pronounced spicing technique that goes throughout these dishes is something called a tadka. Typically, you will see a tadka with mustard seeds, curry leaves, and asafoetida. So that's kind of like what is mostly coming, or what's mostly happening everywhere. Absolutely, yes. Asafoetida, loving it. It's a tandoori masala mac and cheese. Again, finished off with that tadka and this habanero oil that I make. Extra, I would just go slow. I would taste what you have here, and then like maybe just put a couple drops.
Amazing. Amazing.
Everybody's happy, so let's...
Your life insurance is good, right? Yeah,
I surprised the group with a kayak down the Nestucca River, and it turns out it's actually the first time for a few.
Okay, Jess, this is precious cargo going in this one.
All right.
It's Mama.
And then if you step to here, you might be able to get in without stepping on your seat.
Ah, Mama!
Next one. Okay, you're braced in with your knees. Okay, good. Next one.
All right, you want to go down now? Oh, it's gorgeous. Did we lose Mom?
We lost your mom.
This was their surprise activity.
They gotta earn their dinner.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get them in the mood to drink all that rum.
Hi, Pat. Hi.
Nikki's just in the zone.
Oh my God. They're so cute.
Come towards me. Jen's feeling good out there. Ow! Ready? On to the next.
Tossing session. Today's class, we're going to talk to you about Oregon wine and take you around the state.
My friends Mallory and Martin got me excited about wine again after going to one of their classes in Portland.
We're going to start with some history. We're looking at the early 19th century, and the first people probably planting grapes were fur trappers. Migrants coming along the Oregon Trail. That's like in the 1840s. And there's a lot of Germans coming in, and they're bringing like the grapes and things that they know from Europe with them.
Wagon trail. Is
that a wagon?
Yeah, that's a Oregon Trail here.
Nice.
When you think of Riesling, do you typically think of it? What do you think of?
It seems dated.
Yeah, exactly.
It was in 1916, the fine folk of Oregon vote for Prohibition. 4 years before it comes in federally. Prohibition hadn't have happened, you had a very different Oregon wine industry now.
We could have changed the concept of American-made wine.
Yeah, you could all be drinking lots of nice Riesling.
Okay.
All right, let's taste the first wine, which is a Riesling. This is Brooks Estate in the Willamette Valley.
Patricia Cock?
I'm a Riesling girl, so I like the Riesling. You know, it's good. There's a drier finish, not like coats your tongue and like cloyingly sweet.
Brooks are interesting because they make 20 different kinds of Riesling.
Prohibition happened and all the wine industry went away. In 1964, the first grapes were planted in the Willamette Valley.
Oh yeah. Pinot Gris.
Sylvaner.
Chardonnay.
That's a weird one. Chardonnay.
We're gonna zoom in on Chardonnay.
This is from Irie. David Lett is who founded Irie Vineyards. He was one of these guys who planted in 1964. Chardonnay from the beginning of the Oregon wine industry was kind of going like this. You know, they were like, it's good, no, it sucks. It took a while for people to kind of figure it out what Oregon Chardonnay tastes like. What do you think of this wine?
Good.
Do you like it?
I like it for a Chardonnay.
I do too.
Columbia Gorge, it's an hour's drive east from Portland, down the Columbia River.
The two wines that you're drinking, the Hayu and then the second one, which is by Analema, are both really, I mean, these are like one of the most high-end wines in Oregon.
I'm trying to pick up the notes. What are you picking up? And for this one seems almost impossible.
I
like dirt.
I think it smells really funky.
I don't know if I should say what I smell.
Yeah.
What do you smell?
Yeah. Or like sewer.
I smell grapes. I think it's a totally rad wine. Oh, well, that was a fun one, guys.
Fun.
He doesn't even care.
No.
You know, it's Oregon County. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Martin. We never quite met.
Just being out there in the middle of the bay.
Tim, you want to hold on to it?
Pelicans every time I've been here, and we actually saw pelicans today.
For them, first off, how was crabbing?
Epic.
We did do the tally and the pescatarian. Got the most Dungeness today. That's right. That's right. Thank you all for coming and taking the time out and doing this first ever Women's Adventure Weekend. It's a long idea in the making, and I hope that it's been a success. I hope you've had a good time. I know at least that I've gotten a few of you drunk, and I feel good about that. I also want to thank Mary, who this really wouldn't be possible without, because Mary built the beautiful hotel that you're staying in. And without that hotel, we couldn't have both the rugged and the luxe and the relaxed. And then I want to say, of course, a thanks to Chef Andrew, who just have over a few months concocted ideas and been like, yeah, okay, that sounds cool. I swear it's just the smoke. I'm not teary, but
To Kelly, we're putting together this
and Martin and Mallory for doing the wine tasting.
And what a party!
This is sort of a movable feast tonight, in only the sense we don't have to move location, but things are going to happen in waves and moments. We've got some chowder coming. We've got a little hot toddy, which I've called Calamity Jane, that I've made especially for tonight. When our Chef Andrew says it's time, the crabs are going in, and everybody's gonna get up when they're ready, and we're going up to that table to break them down ourselves, eat them right there, get our hands dirty. Who brought the lavender wipes I put in your welcome packs?
Me.
Too prepared. Nice.
Couple times. You have to give us instructions.
I left on the boat.
That was really gentle.
Too much smoke, right?
Too much smoke.
In our water.
This one's marinated gigante beans with a little bit of harissa, frisee, tarragon chives. Nice and juicy, a little bit of everything good.
Sharing my love of place and the foods that come from it is usually just me and the camera. To do it with friends I grew up with in Missouri, New York, women I look up to in my profession now, and new friends who have a passion for adventure just like mine. Sharing in this together, I think, is what we could all use a little more of. So what do you say? Women's Adventure Weekend 2019? Who's with me?